camera, right?
Okay.
Well,
What?
where from camera should I come in?
Probably from
Over there.
inside.
From over here.
All right.
So, hey.
Begin journal entry. This week has been just one of those weeks. Nothing went smoothly. The crew and I worked as if it was our first cruise together. The station staff went out of their way to impress upon me their devious intentions. Like the first couple of chapters of the novel, the good guys and the bad guys have been introduced. We've set up some action and a conflict. Now I have this bad feeling it's time for a cliffhanger. Enter.
Okay. Lambda station is about ready. I thought you might want to come up to the bridge.
Of course, I'll be there in a moment.
If I'm not prying, who's that?
I've never introduced you to my fiance. I've never introduced you to my fiance.
Very attractive.
Guess I never will. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're probably all about to die horribly, our atoms scattered across the Paradisia system and far beyond. Drop the line.
You thought I had a wonderful skill with imagery.
It's a gift. Well, I guess we have just enough time while we head to the bridge to reflect on how we got into this situation.
Okay, so basically we do in fact have a helm-like console deal?
Yeah. Pretend.
Okay. Captain's there.
The captain's couch.
Okay, the captain's which station am I in, or does it matter? I'll sit here, okay.
At this point...
Okay, motivation is to sit down.
Katrina, you've lost weight.
Okay. I guess I sit here now.
Oh no, I'm in the captain's chair.
Yeah.
I'm on duty, okay. Wow.
Captain's log, indeed.
Moving on.
Please stop that, Katrina. I know you're new, but that's making me space sick.
What else am I supposed to do? We just sit out here for weeks picking up all their little test probes and storing them away in the cargo bay. Aren't they about done with testing this inversion thing anyway?
We need that camera probe back where it belongs.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you appreciate the importance of this effort.
You're right. I was hoping to avoid getting too involved in this plot. What's the big deal anyway?
I've explained this a couple times already. Look at your tactical display. The drive works by exchanging the matter of the ship for energy, and the energy of the ship for matter.
Interesting.
The matter that they create is just a tiny matter converter module with enough computer memory to store a digitized version of the ship. When the mini-ship, called the doppelganger, reaches its destination, it reverses the process.
Yeah, so...
Well, because of the exchange of energy, the doppelganger is able to travel at just about the speed of light.
Impressive.
Exactly. No more long years of acceleration to get a reasonable speed like our ancestors had to put up with.
Incoming transmission. I'll put it on.
Mirage is ready and in position. All status indicators show green.
Sir, Cargo Bay 8 shows a warning indicator.
Ready when you are, Lambda Station.
Sir?
What should I be talking to when I'm talking to the radio?
The radio?
Yeah.
Same thing that Picard talks
Okay,
to,
just
or...
talking into the air?
Talk to the cat.
Okay.
Zooms.
All right. Okay. The captain is inspecting the cargo bay. Don't worry about it.
Maybe if you want to, you can, like, do the Captain Kirk sit in the chair.
Oh, well, actually, I think I should do that right now, because that's when I call, so I sit down. Captain, Lambda Station is finally ready. They'll continue from the T-minus 2-minute mark as soon as our all clear message reaches them. Estimate 15 minutes to test probe arrival.
Just like... About time those lab rats got their act in gear. I'll finish up down here and come to the bridge shortly.
So, what are these parts for anyway?
They're the last few parts for our new interplanetary shuttle.
Our job is to ferry cargo from station to station. Why do we need a shuttle?
Well, we don't, really. But it's always nice to have one, don't you think?
Right as always, Captain. Like the brandy from Gamma Station.
Hey, stop it. Don't get me thinking you know too much. You just might become expendable.
Stop. I might have trouble sleeping.
All right. Box that back up and put it back behind those other boxes marked Boots Men's Mark 8, size 4.
And just what is in those other boxes?
Let's just say it's a surprise.
Okay.
Report?
Estimate probe arrival in 1.5 minutes.
Very good.
No, actually, no. I tap you on the shoulder, and that says I relieve you.
Oh, my.
And you go out.
And you go
You go
down to the holodeck.
You go into the crewman box on the bridge. Has anyone changed the crewman's litter recently?
Throw her in the bin.
First mission indeed.
Very good. And keep a close watch on those navigational sensors. If those guys have their aim a little off, I'd like some warnings so we can dodge.
Yes, sir.
That probe is moving at nearly light speed. We won't even realize it's there before we're dead. If it's coming at us, of course.
Humor me.
Radio indicates that the test has started. The probe should be about 30 seconds behind that message.
Outer camera probes register test probe on track. Onboard thermal sensors detecting extremely high temperature object approaching test range. Zappo. Test probe has arrived. I'm getting good telemetry from the vehicle.
Is it safe to approach?
All sensors and diagnostics show green. Looks like it went perfectly.
Match course and speed. I'll have Paul operate the tow field and haul it on board.
Okay.
Jen and Paul again.
Cargo bay again.
As the bridge morphs into the cargo bay.
In one piece.
Alright, that it did, amazingly enough. Not even a scratch on it.
I'm sorry. We need a smaller probe.
Let me see what I can
I'm
find.
sorry, I'm a little captain. I need a smaller probe.
Weird. Let's see if I can wind the shot a bit.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
No, that's it.
This is getting progressively worse.
And it's not going to stop. I just think you should know.
We'll start again here. Okay.
Start again.
I think we
One
can incorporate
probe.
some of these classic lines into
Yes.
dialogue.
Now we'll remember.
That's a little probe.
That's a very small cat. Alright, that it did, amazingly enough. Not even a scratch on it.
Feels like it just came out of the factory. Ooh, it feels like it just
It's that rich Corinthian leather. Nothing like it's an old smoke.
Ah, probe. There we go.
probe. Alright, let's try that one more time without the sexual
It's
innuendo.
a sport probe.
Looks like it came through all right.
Alright, that it did, amazingly enough. Not even a scratch on it.
Feels like it just came out of the factory. Did you hear that?
That depends entirely on what you want to do about it.
There's an access panel here. Can you open it?
In that case, Captain, no, I didn't hear a thing.
Just open it.
All you had to do was ask.
What?
Stand back. Stand back, this is man's work. Yeah, looks like they got a simple SD34 combination lock on here. I'll bet my pocket account could convince it to open. Oh. There, that's got it.
There's a cat in here.
A cat?
I guess they wanted to verify that the drug would work with living creatures.
Well, it seems to have turned into a penguin. Well, it seems to have survived having its atoms digitized, energized, and custard. That's something I'd like to do, if you ask me.
Are you sure you're not a doctor?
You abused my poor cat.
Alright, now we're marching down the hall.
Wanna try?
Dun, dun. Don't we need more people?
We're on the bridge again.
Oh, we're on the
I need that
Oh, actually, no, you're right. Okay, we're walking down the
I'm
hallway.
trying to memorize my lines.
You walk in, you feel like, oh, yellow brick road.
I don't. I'm not. This is like a.
It's a chorus line.
Never mind. This is like anime. You've got the two tall girly guys and the little petite women. Okay.
You could
I'm
stand
not going to
behind
speak
them.
in a high-pitched voice. My nose is small
It
enough.
might be better if the two men were behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or,
Action poses, everybody.
Don't say that. You don't give us the action poses.
Anyway, okay.
Here, I'll hold it.
You hold it. Great shards of earth. The second we get here, we're called into a formal debriefing.
I, for one, was looking forward to some shore leave.
Not that slave driver Murrow will be taking a close personal interest in this project. He's continually breathing down the necks of those poor project engineers.
Looks like it's our turn to be breathed on for a while.
Walk.
You have such a way with imagery, Commander Fields.
Oh, it's a gift.
pity we can't return it.
Here's the room. Deck 8, room 27B.
Well, let's get it over with. See, Pat, next Thursday, you need to take our scripts away from us.
Well, I don't mind you having scripts at the moment.
I think you should take our scripts away from us.
Next
She
week.
wants to try
These scenes are
Next
so
week,
short
next
that we
week.
can do them right, but you know.
I'm figuring that, well, okay, we'll take
Prior
the
just-
scripts away from you, but,
We'll have a prompter.
yeah, we'll have a
Prompter.
telephone. And you're being introduced by Morrow. And you want to move forward. Oh, yeah, you're Morrow.
Yes.
Oh, real professional. All right.
Yeah.
You're looking very nicely.
We're gonna do my glass of water.
Where's the captain's head gone?
Where, oh, where? Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it
where?
goes with that crossing legs and debriefing thing.
Oh, what a touch.
Okay.
Ah, Captain Vanderdecken and our officers. I'm sure you know Captain Wist and his first officer, and of course, Dr. Beffrin. Be seated, please. Doctor, you may proceed.
With the return of the Mirage and her test data, Phase 1 is now complete. There are still months of data to analyze and perform, of course.
Doctor?
However, our preliminary results are so overwhelmingly good that implementation of Phase 2 will begin immediately. Phase 2 examines the feasibility of sentience, utilizing the inversion drive technologies. As you can see from the chart, there are several steps involved. Step 1 specifies modifying the drive to incorporate multidimensional memory modules in the doppelganger stage of the process.
What?
Later.
She always talks like that.
The MDM devices are necessary to store the huge amount of data that it takes to digitize a sentient, not to mention a ship full of them. Step 2 specifies mounting the modified drive onto a test ship. And of course, Step 3 is to test the drive.
Let me get this straight. You've tested the drive with one small cat, and now you're moving on to 400 plus people.
Yes.
And just who gets this honor?
Ah, Captain Vanderdecken. After some careful planning and review of the complete service records of the candidates, the Mirage has been chosen as a test bed for Phase 2.
And Captain Wist?
Why, we're the backup to test ship and your chase ship. You get all the glory, but we'll be behind you all the way.
Congratulations, Captain Vanderdecken. Dr. Beffrin's staff has already started on the modifications to the Mirage. Your crew is granted shortly for 5 days while they're working. Dismissed.
Oh, of course.
Yay!
Okay.
Farsi!
Farsi.
One drink!
Well, the briefing room suddenly turned into a bar.
Actually,
Kind of in
it
a
would be funny if
square.
you had your feet up on the table when we did this. We're leaning
Later
back
ball
in your
version
chair,
of
you know.
drinking there.
Yeah, a bar with an ottoman. Hey, that's the 22nd century or something like
Yeah.
that.
Hey, what an honor. We'll be famous.
We'll be dead.
What? It's a suicide mission. These new gadgets never work right the first few times.
And why did you agree?
That comment Murrow made about my complete record. Well, let's just say it has some dirt on me that could ruin me, not just professionally.
But what about the rest of the Mirage crew?
Oh, they'll be famous.
Okay.
So they've never actually tried this with people before?
Well, don't worry. The new MDM modules will be able to handle it.
That's right, you were going to explain what those are.
Yeah, MDM stands for multidimensional memory. To start with, you know there's a limit to how densely you can store information in the normal...
Yeah,
Rubber disc.
it's kind of like
You're gonna
Rover
need-
or something, you know?
Rover from Prisoner?
Yeah, no, Rover.
Hello.
Yeah, never
Okay.
mind.
Just, you know there's a limit to how densely you can store information in the normal 3 dimensions.
You mean, so there's only so much memory you can put on a disk, for instance?
Right. Well, I've got a buddy over on Delta Station. They've been at about 96% to the theoretical limit for a while. Anyway, they finally decided that those last 4% just weren't really worth all the effort, and they took a different tack.
I see, so if you can only fit so much in 3 dimensions, why not find some more?
Exactly. It's an easy enough idea. The devil is in the details, though. It took them a long time to find out how to access other dimensions in a useful way, and then a bit longer to find useful dimensions to access.
And they've done it?
Well, they think so. My friend lent me this prototype MDM pocket comp, and he wants me to field test it for him.
Does it really work?
Well, it seems to. This thing has the memory, twice the memory capacity of the ship's computer. For fun, I backed up our whole memory core on this single MDM disk.
The complete core?
Yeah, everything fit with a little room to spare. Obviously, she has to be sitting next to me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna grope over for a second.
Well, I think you two are like kissing on the sofa bar.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm off fiance, damn it.
Everything fit.
Yeah.
A little room to spare.
Alright.
She's drinking quite heavily.
Don't you think that's a bit dangerous? There's enough information there to fry a lot of us if it fell into the wrong hands.
Well, I didn't think of it that way.
Nevertheless, it's very, resourceful of you. Why don't I put that in the ship's safe, for safety's sake? Never know when we have to do a manual disk backup in the field.
Hey, there's that bastard Whist.
Well, he seems like
Hey, he's one of Murrah's toadies, one of the better ones at that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, Murrow has this problem. He can't seem to get help that is both trustworthy and competent. Generally, they're neither.
which is Captain Whist.
Trustworthy.
And us?
Competent.
I think we need to be
As they're walking in
this
place.
way.
Let's see. As you get
Walking as if.
dive on you.
Ding ding. Alright. We started.
All right.
It's not my fault.
What the heck was that?
You felt it too? Oh, I hate flashbacks.
Guess
Walk.
we all... No, I'm not. Well, when we're actually
How are you looking a Stairmaster?
We'll move the scene behind you. We'll like have these people moving the core.
Happy, shiny
Great.
people.
I'm being animated in Korea. All right.
We'll
I guess we all had a little
That's
bit
true, we have to
too
get
much
someone to do
tomorrow
bridge
last
lurches.
Yeah, well, it's not often you can have a... It's the end of the ship as we know it, and I feel fine party.
night. First one for me, too. Hey, we ought to have them more often.
I think once is probably enough, and all we're likely to get.
Perhaps you're right.
Okay, now that we remember all too clearly how we got in here, let's go on with this cliffhanger so I can have some answers.
Loosen it,
Okay.
tilt it down, and then
It won't take long the next
Forward
one's
blow
cut
that.
anyway.
Yeah.
Back to Mirage.
That's good.
Okay, you guys are gonna have to lurch
Get back here,
this
you
way
monkey.
when I lurch this way.
Or no, we have to do the big bridge lurch.
What's that?
Go that way.
Actually, mine should be like this.
My time out of the way.
Full long head right in the middle.
I only have something like a science station on the side.
That's acceleration.
Yeah. What?
9.3! 9.4! 9.5!
The camera's going,
Anti-vibration mechanism.
Alright, one thing I do demand is that the captain's chair be small enough that when I sit back in the captain's chair to be efficient and shit.
you want to be able to put your feet on the floor?
I don't want to be able to touch the floor, damn it! Or have a captain's comfy pillow.
No, tomorrow I want to be able to have my feet touch the floor.
Fine.
No, that's, we don't have to change chairs,
We'll
but...
just move this back there and put the couch somewhere else.
Alright.
Let's rearrange John's part.
Are you going to put your butt all the way back in that
Ah!
chair?
Am I hurting you?
Oh, not much.
You might want to sit to the side.
Yes, a ship full of professionals.
This is the captain's pose.
Astrogation, we need the globe thing on top
Alright,
of this, of
alright.
course.
Well, we'll start out sitting up and then we'll get comfy. Mirage Lambda Station. Our board reads completely green. We're ready here.
Lambda station is ready. Hold for range verification.
This bridge is clear. Chase ship in position.
Bing! This is the captain speaking. I know there are 435 of you on board, many of which have never had any camera time yet. But with hard work from each of you and a lot of dumb luck, we'll pull through. Captain out.
The station signals that we can engage the drive at our discretion.
Let's do it with style.
We'll show those bastards.
Engage inversion drive.
I think you're a little bit more tense than that.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die comfy. Alright. Engage inversion drive.
That. That's right, and you reach out and
Punch
point.
it, Margaret!
You point and you're like,
The clutch is a little stiff.
alright.
Alright.
That's what I want. I want it forward and forward.
That might be.
Yeah, that might actually have to move together a little bit because you're really
Here, episode 2. Okay, episode 2.